inductee this afternoon is Bruce E. Christie, born in 1938. Bruce Christie had a 43-year career with Suregain, which is the animal nutrition business of Maple Leaf Foods. As a marketing manager, Bruce was responsible for the introduction of many innovative livestock, poultry, and pet products. He also played a leadership role in the development of Maple Leaf's signature pork program in the late 1990s, and in standardizing programs in the areas of swine genetics, health management, nutrition, and carcass quality in order to facilitate sales to countries such as Japan, Korea, and China. During this time, he also supported the establishment of the model farm at the CNE to educate urban Canadians about livestock agriculture. He was a driving force behind the Canadian Agri-Marketing Association, CAMA, in 1966 to encourage the exchange of marketing ideas for the benefit of Canadian agriculture. He was both a member of CAMA and a past president. He also chaired the Canadian Feed Industry Association, now the Animal Nutrition Association of Canada, and was instrumental in having the national feed regulations rewritten. In addition, he was an active member of the Canadian Agricultural Research Council, which created the recommended codes of practice for the care and handling of farm animals. As often the only agribusiness representative at the table, Bruce provided an important voice of reason with a practical, business-like approach. He then helped champion the development of the National Farm Animal Council, which is now responsible for the national codes of practice. Throughout all of this, he continually championed responsible animal care and became the chair of the Ontario Farm Animal Council from 1999 to 2012. Here, he led the initiative to join forces with AgCare, a crop-specific organization, in order to create a new coalition of plant and animal agriculture called Farm and Food Care Ontario in 2010. Bruce is the inaugural chair of what is now Farm and Food Care Canada, and he has worked tirelessly through this organization to maintain the public's trust and confidence in food and farming in Ontario and Canada. In 2014, Bruce and his daughter Jennifer climbed Mount Kilimanjaro to raise funds for the Farm and Food Care Foundation. Bruce Christie has been the chair of the Expert Committee on Farm Animal Welfare and Behavior. He was a mentor for the Internship for Young Leaders program, offered through a partnership between the Junior Farmers Association of Canada and the Ontario Agricultural College. He was the chair of the OAC Alumni Foundation from 2008 to 2011, the president of the OAC Alumni Association 1998 to 99, and a member and chair of the University of Guelph's President's Advisory Committee from 2008 to 2011. His many far-sighted efforts on behalf of livestock agriculture and food production in Ontario and Canada were recognized by presenting him with the Canadian Feed Industry Association's Golden Award for dedicated industry leadership in the advancement of livestock and food in Canada. Bruce was also made an honorary life member of the Ontario Institute of Agrologists in 2002 in recognition of his outstanding contribution to agriculture in Ontario. Bruce Christie will be an impressive and deserving addition to the Ontario Agricultural Hall of Fame. And in 2016, Mr. Christie was nominated by Farm and Food Care and Nutrico Canada Inc. Suregain. I'd like to ask you to come forward.
Well, greetings everyone. Thank you for being here on this gorgeous afternoon. It's almost too nice to be indoors, but you honor us with your presence. In particular, I wish to thank both of my nominators, As has been mentioned, Farm and Food Care, that organization is well represented here today, and also by the Nutreco Canada Inc. Suregain Division, also with a number of colleagues and representatives and former retirees here today. So thank you to both organizations. I really, really appreciate it. It seems that both organizations have brought a number of my old cronies and current cronies with them, so I hope that you get a chance to meet them individually during the reception. I'd like to thank the Hall of Fame Selection Committee for receiving and considering my nomination. And certainly I wish to congratulate my fellow inductees, all of you. It is collectively an honor to be associated with each of you. To the family of Bill Campbell, congratulations. Bill is a fellow Aggie and also a member of the Order of OAC. Graham Headley, Tom Sawyer, folks I've known for a long time, and Deborah Whale. I should mention that Deborah is the only person I've ever met that has actually delivered a real TED Talk. How about that? I'm especially pleased to have so many members of my extended family here this afternoon. It really means a lot to me. They're all here under the direct care of my wife, Diane. Sons, Greg and Don, daughter, Jennifer Lynn, are all here, along with grandchildren, in-laws, cousins, nephews. It's quite a collection. And I look forward to introducing them to you personally later on during the reception. We've also got some, as I mentioned, cohorts here from Suregain and from Farm and Food Care, and some classmates from OAC 58A. I'd like to just share one of my particular beliefs, which I believe has culminated in today's milestone. Believe it or not, I absolutely believe in luck, and I'll tell you why. I was lucky to have had wonderful parents and grandparents. I was lucky to have been born and raised when and where I was in the small town of Leaside, Ontario. I've been lucky to have had excellent teachers throughout school, throughout college, and throughout work. And it was luck that my grade 9 high school happened to be in a leap year. And a beautiful teenage girl named Diane Mitchell invited me to a Sadie Hawkins dance. And we're still dancing. I was lucky as a city kid, as we're called, to have the requisite 2 Ontario farmers sponsor me to the diploma class, or to the diploma enrollment at OAC. If you didn't come from a farm in those days, you had to have 2 real farmers endorse your application. I did make it into OAC. I had a fabulous 2 years there, life-changing, no question about that. And in spite of only mediocre marks, I was lucky to be hired by Canada Packers Suregain Division and to spend over 40 rewarding years in their employ. I'm especially lucky that our adult children and 4 amazing grandchildren are healthy, they're well established, and they live nearby. I'm lucky to have been included for many years as a volunteer with OFAC and Farm and Food Care, and to remain connected with retirees and active employees at Suregain, along with an annual stint at Canada's Outdoor Farm Show. So with so many priceless blessings, how can one not consider themselves lucky and believe in it? So in conclusion, I'd like to draw your attention to this wonderful venue where we're gathered here this afternoon. Country Heritage Park is a special place, and it's deserving of our help and our support. So I would ask that you keep that in mind when you're talking to people about event venues, about places to visit, opportunities to support agriculture in the past, in the current, in the future. Consider becoming a member and a supporter. When I met numbers of people coming in here, and I see who all is here today, there is just a ton of different unique skills represented in this audience. But there's one skill that I don't believe any of us have been able to master, and that is to be able to be in two places at once, as far as I know. Some of us have tried too many times. But I know that many of you, and myself included, really wanted to attend this afternoon's celebration of life for a lady by the name of Leslie Valentine. Leslie was the original and long-term serving leader of Ontario Farm Animal Council. She passed away suddenly a couple of weeks ago, and she did so much throughout her life to assist the best interests of Ontario's livestock and poultry producers, and she will be missed. I'm not going to reminisce, but I will start out by saying that back in the 1950s, hits of the 50s, wow, what a great time to be around. Anyway, at some of our animal husbandry classes at OAC, hybrid vigor, remember that term? Hybrid vigor was really emphasized and the benefits that it was to bring. And it occurs to me, looking again around this room, that hybrid vigor is exemplified here today. It's really like a fabulous cross-pollinization or cross-fertilization, if you will, of really good farm meetings, alumni get-togethers and reunions, family get-togethers, plus fellowship with many like-minded individuals. Even these induction citations are a heck of a lot more fun than any personal eulogies we're ever likely to experience. So, folks, happy to meet, sorry to part, happy to meet again. Thank you very, very much.